Hi, I'm Pam Fox. Thank you for watching my channel. So today is a very important day for me. It is my 1-year anniversary of becoming vegan. And I would like to share just kind of a recap on what this past year has done for me, the significance of becoming vegan and what it's meant to me, and then talk a little bit about my future goals. So 1 year ago today, I started my 30-day challenge. And I really wasn't hopeful that I would remain vegan after the 30 days. I really, just like anything else I've ever tried, I thought it was going to be temporary. I didn't think that I could stick to it. But after the 30 days, with the health benefits that I received and feeling good, not feeling sick for the first time in years, for 30 days, I didn't feel sick. I decided to do another 30-day challenge, and after the 60 days, I knew I was vegan for life. I knew that there was no going back. Why would I go back to a life of feeling sick when I was feeling so fantastic? I just couldn't do it. So just some of the many things, I've talked about these things before. The allergies and asthma, a thing of the past. The irritable bowel syndrome, a thing of the past. My energy, going from a lifestyle of just feeling chronically fatigued all the time, never having energy to want to do anything, never having energy to actually do anything above, going to work every day and just struggling through that, drinking coffee all day long, having to go to meetings or events for my kids after work, and just struggling through all of that, and just coming home and collapsing at the end of the day and not having anything left for, housework or time with family, or on the weekends. If I had a weekend where I wasn't committed to anything, I was always so excited about that, because it meant I could just lay around all weekend long and sleep and just try to catch up on my rest. That's not me anymore. We go and do things all the time on the weekends. We're constantly doing things. I do things in the evening with my family. I do chores around the house. It's just incredible. I exercise. I just can't even believe that I could have a life with this much energy. I can't believe it. And I so want that for others, because I see people all around me that are tired all the time, and they're constantly going back to the coffee pot all day long. And people who, don't really want to do things, or don't really have the energy to, go do anything that they want to do, or something fun. So that's been a huge change in my life. Just the feeling of, when you're eating food and you're not skipping meals, and you're eating the right foods and in good healthy quantities the way I do, you no longer have mood swings, irritability, anxiety, depression, all of these kind of things that deal with the brain. And I'm going to do an entire video dedicated to the food brain relation, the relationship between the food you eat and your brain, how it affects your brain. But yeah, I've been a person, just like many people I know, that suffered with depression at times in life, anxiety, definitely irritability. I'm still a woman. I still get, angry and things like that. But just the calmness that I've experienced since becoming vegan. And I know a lot of times people make fun of vegans. Oh, if she'd eat some meat, she wouldn't be so moody or whatever. And if that's the case, I would challenge what type of vegan that person is, because there are vegans who just eat foods that are, vegan for the sake of being vegan. Maybe, like I did a video about potato chips and Pepsi. Those are considered vegan, but they're not good for you. Or they're still calorie restricting, or they're still skipping meals, and they're not focusing on making sure they're meeting their caloric needs. So when we meet our caloric needs, we meet our nutrient needs, and we no longer have cravings for junk foods, for animal foods. I've talked about that before. Depression. I remember what it's like to be depressed, but I no longer have that experience where it's just like, for no reason, I just feel bummed, and I think I'm going to crawl up on the sofa with a pile of blankets and watch TV for the rest of the day, because I don't feel, I'm not feeling very, happy or whatever. I can't remember the last time I experienced that. And it's all about the brain, and how the brain is being nourished with the glucose that it requires. And, a lifetime of no glucose to the brain can lead to some pretty serious results. So that's something we need to consider and remember. But yeah, it's been a fantastic year. I started riding my bike, which I talked about in yesterday's video, broke my collarbone. But I will get back into it, and I will continue to focus on my fitness goals as well. I do not want to give those up. And then another goal of mine this year was to start this channel, because the changes in my life have been so wonderfully overwhelming and drastic that I can't help but want to share. You know, when something miraculous, which is what I considered it, and it's not, but I consider it miraculous because it just has changed my life. And when something miraculous, seemingly miraculous, happens in your life, you know, you want to share it with others, and you want others to experience the same thing. When you feel like you have discovered it, you know, when you have been seeking answers to your health your whole life, you know, this guy on TV says this, or this article in a magazine says that, or you read this book from an expert, or, you know, the next best superfood, or try this supplement, or alternative therapies, constantly trying different things to feel better. And all this time, it was all about the food. It was all about the food. And feeling like you've just discovered, you know, the answer. Of course I want to share it with others. But the hard part is the people closest to me, family and friends, co-workers, you know, they'll listen to what I have to say, but they don't really care. They're not, you know, looking for answers in my experience. They're not looking for answers in what I have to say. And so, you know, they'll be nice and listen to what I have to say, but they're not going to really, maybe, you know, I'll plant a seed and someone will take it and run. But for the most part, the people in my life aren't coming to me seeking, you know, oh, I see that, you know, you're looking and feeling your best, and I want to know what you've done so that I too can look and feel my best. That just doesn't happen, unfortunately. And that's really one of the hardest parts about becoming a vegan, is it has nothing to do with, you know, no longer eating meat. It's really about watching the people around you that you love, and they're suffering in this way or that way or whatever it is. Maybe it's with depression. Maybe it's with, you know, chronic fatigue. Maybe they've got diabetes and high blood pressure and high cholesterol. I mean, how many people do I know that have all of those? And I feel like I have the answer, and there's really not much I can do about it. But on YouTube, I can put these videos out, and people that are out there, you know, can click in a word in a search bar on YouTube, and my video can come up. And if they're looking for answers, then maybe I can be of help to them. And so it was a big goal when I first had the desire to start my own YouTube channel. It was a really, I could tell it was a really strong desire, which isn't like me, honestly, because I get really bad stage fright. The idea of even sitting in front of a camera and shooting a video, I knew I couldn't do it. So why did I have this strong desire to start this YouTube channel? So what I did was, just on my way home from work, I would practice. I would just driving along, and I would just come up with a topic and start talking. And that's how I did that for a few months before I even started my channel, just to get used to the idea of talking out loud. And I would just pretend there was a camera. And so here I am. I've had my channel for a little over a month. I've got about a dozen videos, and I have yet to promote my channel. I don't have many subscribers or many viewers. I wanted to keep my channel simple. And so this year, as I move on to year 2 in my vegan lifestyle, I just plan to continue to educate myself, to continue to learn as much as I can about nutrition and the plant-based lifestyle and health and wellness and all of these things. Continue to educate myself and continue to make these videos and put them out there in the hopes that my experience and my testimony and will somehow, you know, there'll be people out there that are looking for the same answers I was, and they will find me, and I can somehow benefit them. So that's the goal. I'm going to continue. I've got a lot to say. I'm sure a day will come where I'll run out of things to say, and then I'll be done. But I do keep my videos really simple, and I do that because I decided early on that if I was going to put a lot of time and energy into these videos, and it does take time and energy and commitment to make these videos, But to put additional time and energy into, you know, making them creatively, I knew that that was something that, you know, I've already got other commitments and I didn't want to spread myself super thin. And I knew that if that was going to become the case, then I wouldn't be able to do it. So I just decided early on that I was going to keep these simple. When I drive home from work, I find a place to pull over and I shoot my video and then I go home and upload it. And that's all I do. I don't do any editing. So if you enjoy these videos, please subscribe for more. And hopefully I can get them circulating a little bit better. And again, if you found it beneficial, hit the like button. And if you know somebody that you think, you know, could benefit from this, go ahead and share it. And my hope is, you know, obviously it would be great if anyone could benefit from my videos, but you know, I've been watching people in the vegan community on YouTube now for about a year, and just relentlessly searching for folks out there who have channels that can inspire me, and looking for, you know, people maybe closer to my age or similar backgrounds, because so many of the people that are spreading this message on YouTube, they're very young, and that's great, and I'm glad they're out there. It's fantastic. But a lot of, you know, teenagers and 20-somethings and 30-somethings, there are older folks like me as well, but not very many. I'm 45, so I just decided, you know, instead of complaining that there's no one out there my age to inspire me, go ahead and be that person for others. So I'm hoping, you know, that there are other women, especially my age or older. I know so many, and I have shared my YouTube channel with a few of my friends, and they've watched it and said, you know, it's interesting stuff. So hopefully I'm planting a seed in those people. But yeah, help me out, spread the channel, spread the love, if you would. And please continue to watch. I've got a lot more to say in my year 2 of my vegan plant-based lifestyle. So thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.